this is a consensus I kind of gather. It seems like when we're talking about work in any capacity, men just enjoy functioning and working, where women don't. Because even on the other side of you guys actually working, void of not being a house, mother or girlfriend or whatever it may be, women are complaining about actually working, the thing that they actually beg to do, to facilitate a job and get
It
paid
could
for
be
it.
a
Mind
generational thing too. I mean, I'm kind of old fashioned. Like I was born in '77, so I have some years on me now. So maybe the time that I was raised is completely different than what it is now. But
That's the only thing that we were trying to refute. We understand that if you're working in addition to it, you got other shit going on, that's completely different. But what we're saying is that a homemaker's job is a luxury and it's easy as hell.
it
That's
is.
it in a nutshell.
I'm sorry, Trev. Do you taking care of kids during that time?
Yes, easily. Two. Nothing. 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 I watched my mother take care of six. I watched my grandmother take care of 11. Shit easy. Women now today are weak. That's what's happening. And lazy. That's what it really is. That's what it really boils down to. Life has become so posh for us, particularly in the West, that you have tried to make it seem like it's hard, but it's really not. And there's nothing that any woman could convince me to make me believe that it's any harder than it really is.
I think
I
it's only
think it's
hard when it's not
different
what you want to
than
be doing. That's when
I don't think
only
it's.
time I see people complaining about kids, like the point that she made about people don't know what to do for COVID. Those are just shitty parents. What
It's
and
a
I don't
lot.
think that's the majority of parents. I think that it's a minority of parents that are just shitty that don't like their kids or don't like being parents. Who are like, oh shit, I can't wait for like the type of people who work from home but then still take their like kids to daycare, or the types of stay at home moms who still take their kids to daycare. Like it's a mindset for them. It's not. It's hard because they don't enjoy doing it. It's hard because it's not them doing whatever it is they want to do. But nothing about being a homemaker is difficult, especially in 2026.
I think it's different than like what Trev was saying. Oh, he watched his grandma. You said your aunt or something, but basically the woman of
No,
your
she,
family.
she had 11 children, and my mother had six,
hmm I think
and
it's
didn't
different
complain
than
and worked.
okay. I think it's different to like see something versus like actually doing it. So I'm not
But I did it too.
saying okay, like 11,
Everything, and
11
I know
children
how it works.
with
No, I
11
didn't have
children.
to. Who's having 11 children right now? The birth rate is like 1.5, 1.6,
I'm just
right?
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm just saying like to Will's point as well. Like if you naturally like something and you're doing it because you want to do it, it can be seen as not difficult, but it still doesn't take away from it being hard work. I think when people think of like hard work, they think you have to be like on your knees and your back, you're breaking your back to do. It's not about that. It's still, even if it's just like emotionally, like all the different aspects, it still takes hard work to do.
So in
Yeah.
other words, you're
what I'm
saying that women don't enjoy it, right? They don't enjoy taking care of the home anymore, and that's why it seems difficult. That's what you're saying,
Maybe
right?
that could be the case. Yeah, that could
Because
be
it's
what
not
I,
I
what
would
I
actually
not
hope
hard. You can't
generalize.
convince
I
me.
would not
that's
generalize because
aesthetically the
I
case.
do
what
enjoy like taking care of my household. Like I
we're not.
take pride. My children are a reflection of me. So for them to be out there well fed and presentable and have good manners and good education, like that is a representation of you know me. So yeah, I do take pride and I do it gladly. Like I enjoy it. So I don't
Shout
know.
out
I cannot.
Shout out to you, Michelle. But that it just seems like, and this is a consensus I kind of gather. It seems like when we're talking about work in any capacity, men just enjoy functioning and working, where women don't. Because even on the other side of you guys actually working, void of not being a house, mother or girlfriend or whatever it may be, women are complaining about actually working, the thing that they actually beg to do, to facilitate a job and get
It
paid
could be
for
a
it, mind you.
generational thing too. I mean, I'm kind of old fashioned. Like I was born in '77, so I have some years on me now. So maybe the time that I was raised is completely different than what it is now. But
And that may be true. I'm just trying to draw a divide here. Is that basically we got two men on the panel who's admitted to facilitating similar duties inside of the household, and they also have facilitated some level of career path, where most of the women have done probably one or the other or both. Not you guys, but people in just in the sphere of these topics, and they still complain. The mindset may be what it is. It just seems like anything that facilitates effort that is outside of what women want to do, they're going to complain about it. And it exacerbated to make it seem like it's really that bad. Because I've never heard any woman complain about going to shop. And shopping is actually very taskful if you do that mess actively.
I hate shopping.
I'm just saying.
Bless the Lord for Amazon, because I don't have to leave my house. Like that is just not
right.
True.
But that goes to show you like the mentality of like, okay, they're enjoying shopping, so they're not seeing it as hard work. But it's still mentally hard work to shop, but they're not seeing it in that way because they enjoy it. But with what you were saying about, okay, like in today's era, I guess you can say, lack of better words, they're not seeing raising a family to be like a
Enjoyable.
enjoyable, right? So they're gonna see it as hard work, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's still like with my point, but I'm not taking away from your guys.
When have you ever seen somebody complain about something they enjoy doing? It doesn't happen. How often do you see women complaining about having kids?
I think what the men are saying is that they don't notice a lot of women complain about the jobs that they go to work because they get paid for those. They'll suck up and be like, man, it's my job. I just got to do it, right? But on the other end, when it comes to like running a household, you'll complain about that not getting paid for it. And I think some want like some overcompensation to be going on. I think that's what they're saying. Like, we're not giving you in for something that you signed up for. In their mind, they see you mothering your children, you rearing them. That's a natural instinct. Like, that's what you should be doing anyway. Like, I'm not coming in and rolling out the red carpet for that. Trust me, I get that. I'm a mama 3, but I'm also a teacher. I've been a teacher for 20 years. Let me tell you something. It's not that it's difficult. It becomes difficult when you don't have the resources, when you don't have that team member, that partnership, you don't have that structure, you don't have that organization, you don't have the finances. That's when it becomes hard. When you got money, you got a nice clean house, you got resources, you can take your kids where you want, you have the money to pay for it. Everything is easier because the money allows you the power to take care of your business, not just sufficiently, exponentially. It allows you to do it as much as you want to, right? You control your variables and your factors. But when you don't have money and you have kids and then you have responsibility and then they have extra needs, things become frustrated. Like, I remember my dad when I was coming up, this is just a situation. And it wasn't all the time, but it was like if he had a set amount of money he did for his career, right? And I had like a cheerleading, or my brother had football, or he wanted the new Jordans. It's not that he used to be frustrated with being a dad. It was not being able to provide adequately to do everything that he wanted to do. Mother's not hard for me. Just like teaching is not hard for me. But if I go inside a classroom with 30 kids, no lesson plans, no resources, they ain't got no books, they ain't got no pencils, they ain't no pens, right? The job becomes harder without those resources. So again, I'm sitting up here saying, I don't feel like it's easy when you don't have the resources. But when you have those resources, when you have a man that is solid and standing with you and you all have a firm foundation, and you, again, you know what you signed up for, right? And you that productive team member, it's not as hard as we think it is. I think sometimes you're just not getting what you want the way you want it, and you being a big baby and you crying. But I'm gonna land my plane as it could be subjective. I ain't trying to be all night with it. I land.
You kind of added to the point. Like, a lot of people have kids they can't afford, and then get frustrated because they can't provide the things they want to for children. Like, again, kids are bills, and you know how much money you make. You know, if you make $50,000 a year, you shouldn't have 10 kids. You also know that if you make $50,000 a year, you can look up and see what it costs per child. A child on average adds $13,000 to $14,000 to what your yearly expenditures are going to be. So if you make $50,000 and you add 10 kids, that's $120,000. Now you're at a $72,000 deficit. Like, people have kids they can't afford, which is, I would also say, why so many women don't enjoy being mothers. So many people complain about having to be parents, or they want so much credit for doing the bare minimum of being a parent, which is something they volunteered for. Unless, nobody here has had a gun put to their head and said, hey, have 15 kids. Nobody has. Or nobody had a gun put to their head to have one kid. But people are having children they can't afford, and then expecting to be praised for making ends meet, or for being a parent, or getting stuff for their kids, or providing for them. Like, that comes with it.